Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to day 25. Tonight is the 25th night of Ramadan, the third odd night of the final 10, and one of the strongest candidates for Laylatul Qadr, the night of decree. There is a unique textual alignment tonight. Juz 25 contains Surah Ad-Dukhan, which explicitly references the blessed night, Layla Mubarakah, when the Quran was first revealed to the lowest heaven. This creates a profound coincidence. You are reading the exact Quranic description of the blessed night while actively sitting inside of it. The content of the revelation and the dates on your calendar have aligned. This convergence requires an immediate response. The revelation is unfolding in real time, inviting you to participate in the very event it describes. Surah Ad-Dukhan reveals the functional purpose of this night. It is the specific time when every wise matter is decided. This is the annual planning phase of the divine ledger. In this moment, the parameters for your upcoming year are being drafted. Your provision, your health, your lifespan, and your future opportunities are currently blank data fields awaiting their final decree. You face a stark choice regarding these entries. You can be asleep while your annual fate is being recorded, or you can be awake in sujood, asking for your destiny to be written beautifully. Tonight allows you to be an active participant in your own record. You are drafting the very document that will govern your life until next Ramadan. To secure the best possible entries in that ledger, we turn to Surah Ashura, which introduces a critical choice between standard justice and elevated forgiveness. Islam permits a baseline of equal justice. If someone wrongs you, you have the right to a one-to-one retaliation, a balanced response to an evil act. But the scale breaks when you choose to pardon. The Quran states that for the one who forgives and reconciles, their reward is Allah, personally handled by God. This bypasses standard calculations for a reward that is measureless. Releasing a human grudge tonight secures an infinite return in the divine record. You are trading a temporary sense of vindication for a deposit that only Allah can quantify. The second input for the record involves your perspective on the dunya. Surah Az-Zukhruf demands a rejection of material wealth as a metric for success. Material wealth is so insignificant to Allah that He would have given those who disbelieved roofs and staircases of solid silver if it wouldn't ruin the spiritual test for the rest of humanity. To Him, these lavish ornaments are worth less than a mosquito's wing, and they are destined to crumble into dust. You have spent 25 days building taqwa through hunger and prayer. Sacrificing that spiritual growth for the temporary comforts of the final 5 nights is a catastrophic miscalculation of value. Surah Az-Zukhruf also details the defense mechanism required to protect your record, dhikr, the constant remembrance of Allah. The text warns that turning away from this remembrance has a terrifying consequence. A shaitan is permanently assigned to that person as a companion. This entity misleads the individual while making their sins look like guidance. During Ramadan, the devils are chained, providing you with a protected window of time. But when Eid arrives, this temporary shield disappears, leaving you exposed to the post-Ramadan reality. Consistent remembrance is your only armor. Building this habit now prevents a hostile force from hijacking your record and manipulating your actions for the rest of the year. All of these inputs, forgiveness, piety, and remembrance, lead to the destination revealed in Surah Al-Jathiyah, the final audit of the Day of Judgment. The surah is named after the physical reality of Jathiyah, kneeling. On that day, every empire and superpower is stripped of its arrogance and forced to its knees. All worldly power dissolves into a single horizontal plane of accountability. The divine record speaks with absolute truth. It reveals that every action was being actively transcribed, from your public deeds to the secrets you thought were hidden. The recording phase of your life is finite. Once the book is opened on that day, the time for action has ended, and only the raw data remains. This brings us back to the immediate present. You have exactly 5 nights remaining in this Ramadan. Surah Ashura reminds us that worldly enjoyment is fleeting, but what is with Allah is khayrun wa abqa, better and more lasting. Reciting Surah Ad-Dukhan, releasing an old grudge, And focusing your worship on these specific supplications turns tonight's potential into a permanent record. The 27th night is approaching, but the invitation to ask for a beautiful decree is active right now. Use these final nights to make indestructible deposits into an account that never expires. Jazakumullahu khairan. Ramadan Mubarak. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.